challenge number 1 for the Counterfeit Kit Club, based on the Felicity collection by Tracy Reed, is from a cut-apart card. This cut-apart card, actually, right here in this blue, it says, "Bliss comes to us in the ordinary moments." So the first challenge of the month is to scrapbook an ordinary moment. So I am pairing this with 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life for March 13th. Now, this was last month, but I still keep the sketches around as I'm playing, so I have some at my fingertips inspiration. My 2 photos are going to kind of look like this sketch. Now, I'm changing it up a little bit because my photos are bigger than 3x4, which these might be 2x3 even, and so I just have to rearrange my sketch a little bit. But scrapbooking the ordinary is something that I do a lot. I like creating memories out of the ordinary instances of our life. As you can see, I've already starting this background page, and I am scrapbooking some photos of my son sitting in my seat right behind me. And he's just so stinking cute that he fits perfectly between me and the back of my chair, which I think is funny. Now, I picked these 2 photos. I did have a third one, so let's talk about that for a minute. These are my 3 photos that I had, but you can see the perspective on these is the same while this one's different. So I thought it would be good to document the ones that are the same to add some consistency to my layout. Now, I could have gone like this, but then I would not have been able to get 4x4. It would have been hard to tell where he was. So I think this is super cute, and I can see that they're 2 different months. So this photo will go into my leftover photos to maybe be documented later on the road. It does have the date on the back and a location, so if I do decide to document this story in a different way down the road, I do have it available for me, printed and dated and ready to go. And that's something I can encourage you to do, is to, if you don't decide to use a photo on your layout, save it. You never know if you want to do a collage of like a month in review or something like that. You might need that in the future. So I'm making my tags just like we have in the sketch, but they're a lot bigger. They take up a lot more space, so that means I need to find a spot for my title to go instead of right next to the tags. So my plan is I want to fill in some of this empty space here. I'm going to cut this down so that it's just the width of the photo. I'm not going to keep it like that length, but I just cut this in half. So I didn't want to waste the paper at this point. So those are going to kind of go like that. I kind of like them over big, but I'm going to cut them down. Now to add some other elements from my kit, from the Counterfeit Kit. And you can see the video in the upper right hand corner of where I picked my items and my papers. There's a challenge later on in the month. I am trying to use more pink than I normally would, but I'm still documenting my son's life, so this will be part of my playlist for scrapbooking masculine layout. And I think this pink is so soft that it kind of just is a background. It's a great background page, actually. Because it is so soft, it doesn't jump out to me that it's super girly. It's just there as an element, which I think is really neat. So I'm going to go ahead and use some floss and doubling that. So my plan is to have these go to the top, kind of like that. And then I'll go back and I'll tie a bow right around the top of my tag in the same color. But my goal is to get this color on the page in multiple areas and not just on those photo corners. I love the little extra that these photo corners provide, and so I want to pull that color in. And I will just use tape on the back of that, single-sided tape. So there's some brown. Now, I had a stamp set from, I think, Spellbinders. I think this is Spellbinders. Isn't this cute? It's Love Bandit, and I thought this would be cute to call him a seat stealer. So, I'm going to use my handy-dandy thing here to flatten those so you can see my plan for my title. I did die cut these out, and then I use my handy dandy alcohol marker to outline them because I thought they were just getting a little bit lost. Even though they're a different color than the background, they just felt like they were getting lost, so I just outlined them. Super easy. So there's my stealer And then Seat is in a different font, still die cut though. I didn't have good thickers that really matched this collection. The teal was too dark instead of lighter like is in the background and on here. So I really wanted to pull in that lighter color, and so I had to die cut it, and that's okay. So then I've got this little guy right here, super funny, and I actually ended up making several of him, and this is great for a little card or a cluster. So I went ahead and I masked him off and then added him to the background there. It's just super cute. And then I was originally planning on doing Seat in a larger font, but it didn't fit, so I had to come up with a different way. And that's one thing I encourage you to do. If it doesn't work the one way, try a different way, and then keep your leftovers that didn't work so that you can carry forward to the next page, because I'm going to be playing with this kit all month long. So then I've got a little thing here. This is going to kind of tuck under, and then this is going to go like right on top. This is from the collection, and I'm going to purposely make it parallel to my photo. So that's cute. And then I've got a couple stamped hearts, and then I'm going to use Wanted for stealing hearts, which I think is super cute. So I've got a cluster here. I want a cluster over here, and I've got a couple cluster base options that will go underneath here. Even though it's pink on pink, this is a darker pink, so it'll stand out a little bit. I think I'm going to put this up here as well. So again, parallel. What I might even do is I'll shift this up just so they're touching, kind of like that, so that there's a connection between this and this. And then my journaling is probably going to go right in the middle, right down at the bottom, because I've got white and black here, white and black here. I want to bring white and black down here is my visual triangle, and putting the journaling right there in black and white is going to complete that visual triangle. I am enjoying not coloring my stamped images. I think that the black and white is very stark, and if you do it in multiple places, it looks intentional. And that is my easy peasy page with my Felicity knockoff kit from the Counterfeit Kit Challenge blog. Make sure to check them out. There's going to be a whole bunch of inspiration based on this kit all month long. And I encourage you to scrapbook the ordinary. That's how you get your stories told. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.